Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is Friday and it is card reading day today. And here is our panel. I think Jennifer will be joining us in a little bit. But I just want to say favor and BOSTO to everyone. And as I turn my head down and going, who's that talking? It's you. So welcome, panel. How are y'all? I tell you, if there are y'all are just beautiful. I mean, Amber, you have this glow about you. And Nina, your presence of beauty as well. And Steve, I would compliment you, but actually it's Locke that really looks good today.
ain't he something? He's got to be, I think he's about a year old at this point because because I got him at the end of January,
Okay.
He looks like he's getting bigger.
And he was a baby in January. So
yeah, he's getting bigger.
I think he's getting used to us. Remember before where he jumped like the hell I'm going to stay here. So
yeah, I've got him pretty well bonded. I can like take a nap with him and he'll stay put.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Lots and lots of people in here. Folks, I've tried to keep the list as best as I can. It's like watching a slot machine go past, so if I don't get you when I say that we're at the end of the list, then raise your hand and we'll get you in. Panel, how's it going? Let's start with the one that's to my left in the virtual world. That would be you, Amber. How are you?
I'm doing great. I've just been focusing on myself and,
Good.
Doing readings when they come up. And it's just been pretty nice, just getting ready for the holidays and trying to not let the fear control me. And it's working. So
good. You have become a master, as they would say, because that is the elixir.
I don't know about that, but
well, I mean,
yeah.
So, well, I'm so good. You're looking beautiful as always. I see Jennifer just joined us. How are you, Jennifer?
I'm good. Thank you. A bit like Amber, I think I caught the last of that, not getting embroiled in any of the fears.
There's plenty of them out there. Well, you're looking beautiful as ever, so thank you.
Thank you.
Nina, we were just off the air before we went live, and how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. Yeah, high energy, and like Amber was saying, I'm also trying to stay away from all the fear and drama and whatever that's going on in the world, and just try to work on myself, and just to stay high vibe. Yeah. Got to. Yeah.
And Steve, always good to see you, sir. How are you?
Sure. I'm well. Just processing the time.
Folks, we're into something, and I'll tell you, it's I'm glad I have my radio show, and we hit an all-time record last night on listeners. So thank you everyone on that. But yeah, there's some strange stuff going on. That's why I love Fridays. It allows
that was a good show. Yeah, I just listened to that this morning, Wayne, and I enjoyed it. It was good.
Thank you, Amber. I have to have you come on.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Love to have you on. Okay, we may have to. Well, and that's a voice where you can actually do it. So how about if we did a show? I'll pre-record it because of time differences, but we'll get together and we'll do a panel show on the Steiger perspective.
That would be nice. Talk and
yeah, that's what it would be. Yeah. So if y'all are in, let me know and we'll get that scheduled.
I'm in.
Yeah,
right.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right, folks. There you go.
It's a date.
All right. That's the only kind my wife will let me go on.
Especially with this many women, eh?
It's like, and it's so funny because she sees y'all and she said they're the most beautiful women. I
It's
said,
it's okay,
Aw.
Wayne. I'll keep them all for myself.
"Oh, there you go, there you go."
There you go.
So, that's all I can say. And I am sure that if I could see people in the chat room that are here, I bet you they are as beautiful as we are. There you
Yep.
go. Yeah. There's a vote of confidence.
Absolutely.
Well, all right. Well, let's get started. I've got a good list here going. I think I've got everyone in, we'll have it anyway. So, Nina, how we start this off is that you have the 1, 2, and 3, and I'll let you take it over from there.
All right. Well, I'm sure everybody here knows the drill already. Sit back, relax, take a deep breath, and meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you're thinking of a question. Okay, whatever number pops up for you, that'll be your number for this week. Just comment that in the comment section here, and hopefully the message will resonate for you. But before I get going, my links should be in the description if you are interested in a private reading. Your best way of getting hold of me is probably to my website. Just go to the contact form there, fill that out, it goes straight into my email. Or if you have Facebook, you can just PM me there as well. So yeah, so hopefully you're already here. So if you pick number 1 and you had a question, they're saying that meditation brings answers. So I know nobody wants to hear that because that's sort of the cliche, but that might be the best place for you to find the answer that you're looking for. And the guides are reminding you, though, that your beliefs are right for you. So if you found that you've been having some disagreements or whatever with other people, just know that your beliefs are right for you, okay? They might not be right for everyone. The crystal angel is appetite. It's a progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you have learned, okay? So this seems to be for number 1s here that, there's been some things coming up with others, okay? They might not agree 100% with you. You guys might not agree with each other, okay? But just know that, your beliefs are right for you. Okay, and not to judge yourself and go by what others are saying, okay? Whatever question you had, look through a meditation for that, okay? So I hope that resonates for number 1s. If it does, leave us some feedback here. We'd love to hear back how this is resonating for you guys, okay? Now, if you pick number 2 and you had a question, they're saying it might not be the right time. So you may need to just hold off a little bit on whatever it is that you're asking about there. The guides, though, are reminding you to appreciate your talents. Okay, not to focus on the negative things now, to appreciate the positive. Okay, look at those things. The crystal angel is Ruby. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So if this is the case, if you've had a bit of heartache or some upsets lately, to seek some help for that, a spiritual advisor or whoever it is that you feel comfortable reaching out to, this might be a good time for that, okay? But do remember, though, to appreciate your talents, okay? And not to dwell on the negative things, to focus on the positive, okay? And whatever your question was, it might not be the right time. So I hope that resonates for you, number 2s. And then we'll move on to number 3. So if you pick number 3 and you had a question, and I believe this came up last week as well, peaceful resolutions. So that's always a good answer. Whatever it is that you're asking, it's going to be a peaceful resolution, or look for the peaceful resolution in there, depending on what your question was. The guides, though, are reminding you to take responsibility for your actions, whatever that means to you, okay? And the crystal angel is Amber. Give it to God, or whatever you call it, source, universe. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to the universe for healing and answers. So this may be out of your control, you know, and if that's the case, just give it to the universe, okay? And not to worry too much, but also take responsibility though for your own actions as well. And whatever your question was, they're saying peaceful resolution. So I hope that resonates for everyone.
Peaceful and resolution are two good words to have. I think they're, you know,
Yeah.
hope your numbers came up good. That's all I can say. And mine did.
I chose 3 and Amber was the stone. So I was like, ooh, okay.
Hey.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? You know?
Yeah.
I had 3. So who else had 3?
Awesome.
You know, Jen, did you
I
pick a
enjoyed
number?
that.
You had 2. Okay.
Yeah, I had 3.
Oh, you
Yeah,
had
I
3.
did 3. No, 3.
Oh, look at this. You
3.
know,
Yeah, 3.
yeah, a lot of Geminis here, huh?
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, we're all are except for
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah. Well, we have to have an anchor.
Oh
He's the
yeah,
instigator, isn't he? Aries.
Trust the Aries. Said
Right, totally. That's the anchor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Instigating all the Geminis.
Steve, what do? Ram through.
Okay.
No, we're like, yes.
This is Sparta.
Let's go.
But with Geminis, we would
Just throw me
say,
through the window, Steve, and I'll sort them all out.
well, we are a joyful group here. Someone says, poor Steve. Well, he volunteered.
Oh, don't
Oh, he
feel
loves
sorry
it.
for Steve. He's an Aries. Aries are awesome.
I mean, that's all I can say. You know, he volunteered. All
Yeah.
right. So I just do these at random. So we're going to start out with Amber, Steve, Jen, and then Nina, you'll bring up the end on that. So Amber, you have Jules. She wrote last night. Steve, you have Danny. Jen, you have Chris Garcia, and Nina, you will have Blue Angel.
All right, Jules, just give me a minute so I can get a card to pop out for you. Hope you're having a nice day. I'm on the West Coast and it's a beautiful day today. Okay, so we've got Queen of Wands, King of Swords, and 8 of Cups. So it looks like you may be in a relationship possibly, and sometimes it feels like you're swimming upstream against the current a lot. And you may have a lot of excuses for why you're holding on to certain things. These are obviously the Queen and the King are very awesome cards. There's definitely a dual energy going on here. But it may be that when you're trying to accomplish something, your mind tells you why you can't. So try to turn that thinking around, you know, and if it's true, if you really can't, then leave it and move on. But just know when you're making excuses for certain things, you know, because excuses only keep us stuck in that pattern of thought. And then once you start to flow with the river and instead of against the currents, everything's going to be much easier for you. Okay?
I can dig that. On the West Coast, you are?
I am. I'm in Nevada.
How are things in Nevada?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good. We just have to, you know, do the whole mask thing in stores. But I mean, the governor, he wants us to do the whole don't celebrate holidays and yada, yada, yada. He wants us to walk down the streets outside with masks, but nobody's doing it. And so
It's
So,
the
it's fine.
dehumanization. That's good. Well, you look great and love the vibe. Really good energy
Thanks.
today. You know that? So let's see. Steve, you have Danny.
Right. Yep. Okay. So
Look at
for
Locke.
that. Oh, of course you want to act up now. Oh my God! Don't be a jerk. I have to-
He's like, let me pull the card.
I have to do the universal first, man. Okay. All right. So for everybody, animal spirit, we've got the salmon in that's a water elemental. So that's faith, determination, independence, and change. And I like to denote things like the salmon, that kind of a fish. Very popular story in Norse mythology. One of Loki's favorite transformations to hide and to make escapes is to transform into a salmon. So there's a connection to the trickster spirit in that respect. And then the astrology dice that I've been working on. So we got the 9th house. So this is the house of philosophy, deeper meanings to things.
That's my number.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I know my signs correctly. That should be Neptune. So that's the that's the unconscious side of Jupiter. That's how, because I kind of work off the more like classical astrology. So the outer planets are all unconscious aspects of things as opposed to stealing a sign from the planets that we know. And then the sign is Taurus. So we all understand the good old stubborn earth energies of the bull. All right. So Danny, right?
Correct.
All right, Danny. Danny, we got for you. We've got the Great Bear. The Great Bear. So this is like so this is the guardian to the pathway to the heavens, if you will. And the Great Bear is reversed. So you're in a little bit of a struggle in the realm of judgment, in effect, because it's 20, so it's the judgment card. And your rune is Uruj. So you're going to focus on your strength, your vitality, your health, as part of what's going to get you through this passage of the Great Bear.
I'm just sitting here going, wow. All right.
And I thought that was cool too, Steve, that you pulled the salmon, because that was part of the first reading too, is the salmon. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Indeed.
The synchronicities. Yeah. they're intense in here.
They're
it's
always and forever. There, if you look, they are there.
It's like walking into where you have that static electricity.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Nina, you have Blue Angel, and then Amber, you're going to have, I think this is right, Maddie, then Steve, Big Al, Jen, you will have Perry. Why do you, that happens often, and then we'll be with you again, Nina.
Okay, so I'm up now.
Yes, Blue Angel.
Okay, we got reach out for Blue Angel here. We know that you're reaching out right now for help due to current situations. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help as offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that is truly okay to accept support, however it is presented to you. So basically, it's okay to reach out and accept whatever help that might be coming. Okay, for her. So hopefully that resonates for you.
One of the interesting thing about givers, they're the hardest to accept giving.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's like you cut the circuit. Yeah, because if you give to a giver, your gift is kind of like amped up. So that's just my personal commentary. That's what I do here. I don't pull the cards. I just simply comment. Thank you, Nina. Amber, you have Maddie.
Did Jennifer go yet?
No,
Oh,
no,
did
I've
I?
got Chris first, and then I think the next one's Perry.
Yes. Did I skip you, Jennifer? Did you get Chris?
I got Chris first, and then
Yeah.
Perry next, I think.
Yes.
For the
Okay.
next
Yeah.
one. So
My mistake.
okay.
I put you all out
So
of order. I do that.
So for Chris, you do awesome. For Chris, it's the Chariot card. So you got that major arcana. So there's something about there's huge movement that's been happening in the spiritual plane for you. Synchronicities, messages coming through, backing up, and I want to say to you that a lot of the things that you might write off, but intuitively know that they mean something, that you're supposed to stop and think about what you're thinking about. When you see certain numbers, you don't always get like a bolt from the blue, God's voice coming down a horn, saying, hey, you, it is subtle. It is. So those things that you've been seeing that have prompted you, and intuitively you have known they mean something, but you've then wanted to write them off in your mind as not meaning anything. They do mean something. So take account of those. But there's certain shifts that you've made on the spiritual plane in particular, including letting go of things, that is going to have swift movement in the physical plane for you. Now that might include either a physical move, but you're in good balance to go forward with whatever you're planning to go forward with in the physical plane. You've been put in the spiritual and inner work in to do that. If it's regarding a relationship, it's a safe way forward for you. I don't know if it's past hurts that are maybe making you hesitate a little bit, but you've done enough work to be discerning enough to know what is a good thing. So go forward. You've done the work.
Thanks, Jen. I won't forget you the next time. We were at a bus stop, and I thought you got
I
off.
was busy listening. I was just sleeping in the back.
I was like, did she get on the bus or not? All right, thanks, hon. So we will.
She's
Amber,
asleep in the back.
I can't see the rearview mirror. It doesn't go all the way back. Amber, you have Maddie. Steve, you got Big Al. Jen, you'll have Perry. And then Nina, you will have Gaia.
Hey, Maddie, how are you? I hope you're well. By the looks of your spread here, you're doing very well. So we have 2 of Wands, the Star, 2 of Pentacles. So you have options. You have maybe many different tasks that you're working on. Maybe you like to make jewelry or create things. You're creating things, and you're the star of the show. You hold your spot within your place. You know where you need to go, and you do it. You accomplish things. You have balance, and you're able to discern things. So that's really good on you. Just keep creating and be the star that you are. If you ever feel stopped up, just feel the love of Mother Earth and go with that. So possibly you make potions or lotions or bath things, whatever it is that you do. It looks like you're super focused and in tune with the energies of Mother Earth. We have the sun. So you have the sun and the star. Everything is there and ready to give you prosperity and abundance. So keep doing that. You also have the High Priestess. So you're good. I'd like to have a conversation with you and find out exactly what you're doing, because it looks like everything is a go for you. Just keep maintaining that balance and keep shining that beautiful star and in the sun as well. So there you go.
Well, Maddie, if you want me to, I'll forward your email to her. to Amber. Y'all two can hook up on that. I'm just saying we're going to meet at Maddie's house. That's all I got to say. We're camping out and we're going to absorb that energy. That was great.
Yeah, very
Powerful
good
reading. Powerful reading. All right, Steve, Big Al.
All right, Big Al. Big Al, you've got the 9 of arrows. The 9 of arrows, which is dedication. 9 of arrows. So you've seen you've seen through this task you set your mind on, and you're just bringing it home at this point. And we've got Hagalaj. So you've gone through this rigorous process that has been a bit of a cleansing process for you.
So I was just thinking about it, he is a dedicated group. By the way, the Andromeda 7 group tonight at 7 p.m. over on the Andromeda 7 channel. So we'll put a big plug there. So Maddie says, Amber, once she rebuilds something, she says, we're all welcome. Yeah, I'm bringing my sleeping bag.
Take us through the process. I want to see what you're rebuilding.
Yes. Excellent. Miss Jennifer, you have Mr. David Perry, and Nina, you will have Gaia.
There we go. So Perry, you have the 7 of Cups, and so you can see here that there's different projects, ideas, things to do, lists of things to do lists to get you to the other to-do lists. You've got things going on all of the time, and you're sort of spreading yourself a bit thin, wanting to do all and everything all at once. The thing would be to just, whatever you're thinking about discussing, doing, whatever project you're wanting to get off the ground or fulfill, look at it from a different perspective. That I've got the feeling that once you start off on one of these things, they're going to have sort of a theme, a thread run through them. So the battle that you're sort of having with yourself of wanting to do all and everything all at once, you can release yourself from seeing it from a different perspective of just taking, the first slice of the pie away and eating that. And that's going to digest and give you new ideas for the next and the next. So don't think of it as there's too little time and so much to do. There's so much to say, so much to accomplish. But again, it's that time. Time gets on my nerves too sometimes, because it's that niggly little thing in the background that just ticks away. But that's nevertheless, but you start with the first cup, start with the first emotional connection to a project or desire or something that you want to be speaking about or commit to, because all of these things, I think you'll see, are going to have a running thread that you can then develop all of the other projects and desires that you want to get done from that first one that you take up on, so don't spread yourself too thinly. Concentrate on the first and allow the theme to show itself to you in order to not exhaust yourself. And there's some kind of major decision that you're sort of overcomplicate in this process. Make the decision, make it quickly, stick to it, and then you'll see that everything else will fall into place much smoother after that.
Let us know.
Busy bee.
Yes, indeed. Miss Nina, you have Gaia, and then the next group, Amber, you have David Castle. Steve, you have Karen Lynn. Jennifer, you will have Lost in Space, and then your next one after this one, Nina, will be Deborah Sloan.
All right. So for Gaia, where are we going here? Stay connected. says, we are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source. Yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from the connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to source. So I don't know if that's been on your mind lately or whatever, but this is a good time maybe to sit back and reconnect again with source, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that you do. Now might be a good time to step that up.
Wow, that's cool. I love that. Get connected to source. Love it. Is that your puppy dog behind you, Nina?
No, it's my friend. I got my first Christmas card the other day. She's on the ball, and that's a
Oh.
picture of her and her husband and her dog, and then that's their little dog. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I just love animals. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. She's a cutie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amber, you have David Castle.
Did Steve go?
Didn't Steve
me
have
now?
to go? Steve, didn't you?
Did
do
you
the-
already go?
I thought I thought I had to wait one more person.
Okay, so it's me.
Yeah, because you got Big
Sorry.
Al. Yeah. Now you're confusing me.
I know.
Do we turn
I'm
a
good
right or
at
do we
that.
turn a left?
Have a conversation with me. I'll really confuse you because I'm a Gemini. So I'm like, but if this, but if that, but if this, but if that. It's like, wait, stay on topic. All right, David Castle. It's good to feel your presence. Much love sent your way. Okay, so we have 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and 8 of Wands reversed. So 2 of Swords, you've got things going on in your mind. And you might be feeling a little bit torn and unable to let something go. And it might be hurting you a little bit because there's something that you're just like, maybe just thinking about too much, and it's hard for you to let it go. And the 8 of Wands is feeling like you're kind of stagnant right now. It's hard for you to move forward because you've got this burden going along in your mind. It might have been a loss, it could have been something from a long time ago. Maybe even a subconscious thing that's you're not really realizing that's creating this this thought of not being able to move forward with something. Let me just pull something else just to. So I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. So maybe something's holding you back and you're afraid to move forward with something because you've had something happen in the past that made you not very confident, and it made you kind of feel like insecure about something or whatnot. But just play more, be more playful. And I know that you are. I know you set intentions and everything like that, but maybe just play a little bit more so that you can unleash, gain that confidence again and release whatever it was from the past that got you into this mindset that's been hard for you to get to let go of. Try to let go of whatever that is.
We know David, and he just wrote awesome, Amber. So that did resonate. And folks, I do have a list. We're going to kind of get to everyone we can. We have about another hour. Y'all want to go to the bottom of the hour? We'll
Sure.
see how far it goes. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, good. Then Steve, you have Karen Lynn.
All right, Karen, you've got the Archer, reversed. So you're working on accomplishing this big goal, and you're having trouble hitting that mark. What I have here is with it is algaes. So algaes is a rune of mental protection and psychic protection. So focus in on the strengths of your mind and because you've probably got a lot of things coming at you while you're trying to accomplish your goal, and so they're the little things that distract you, the little voices that try to shut you down or whatever. Just reinforce your mental convictions.
Far out. Let us know, Karen. By the way, chat room, Kenny Rogers was pretty cool. I saw him in concert. He was, the man could sing some love songs. You know, that's all I got to say. Although I do like The Gambler. All right, I digress. Jennifer, Lost in Space. And then Nina, you have Deborah Sloan.
Okay, so Lost in Space, you've got the Five of Cups. And there's something that is challenging your strength, challenging your inner strength, but in particular, affecting your divine feminine, something that has hurt your feeling of abundance, your feeling of beauty, just alignment with self. And so this has been a real a sucker punch to the, like stomach blow to the divine feminine. That's really sort of burst your bubble a little bit. A lot of people are on the attack, and a lot of people, when you've previously been an empath, which I feel like you are, it feels like it's very easy pickings right now for people to externalize stuff onto the empaths, onto the divine feminines within those empaths too, in particular. Where the divine feminine is naturally rising up and being seen and saying no more. I'm going to be exalted. I'm going to be in the rightful place again, and that's where the natural cycle is. There is this pre-programming to a lot of people who can be a bit narcissistic or just not willing to do any inner work, that will automatically be pre-programmed to really attack the divine feminine, and the empath is always there to receive. Like Wayne said earlier, something that hit me that I'm really bad at. I'm brilliant at buying gifts. I'm the best person to get in a gift thing at work. But to receive them, I get all embarrassed. I feel like they've spent too much. I feel like I just want to, give it back to them, not in a nasty way. Or I'll go and buy them something else sneakily a week later. Please don't gift me nice things. So it's a little bit like that. And so you need to be more of the Empress. In that through your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, your reality is manifested, and that includes the people that you have around you, and that includes having the strength and the wisdom to say no more. If you're going to act like that, you don't come in my zone. And one of the gifts of this time is to be able to very clearly see, because we're seeing the extremities of all sides, i.e. we're seeing how extremely intuitive and kind and compassionate empaths can be, and we're seeing how brutally externalizing and tip dumping people can be who haven't done the inner work. They just want to tip that rubbish on. But it is your job also to not allow that to happen. So set up your bubble, set up your zone. Yes, heal yourself and be kind to yourself to get over this disappointment, but don't cry over these spilt cups. There was nothing in them anyway, just something that was degrading and was always there, no matter what wrapping it had on it. And find your way of abundance by speaking very positively over yourself, very firmly positively over yourself. Be a mother to yourself that chastises yourself and says, no, repeat after me. You say this, you don't say I'm in lack, you say I'm abundant, and be strict with yourself with that, because that's not nice. So I hope that helps.
Let us know. Okay. Love that. Miss Nina, Deborah Sloan, and then Amber, you have Bernadette. Steve, you have Posy Blue, and your next one will be Martin and Heidi. So Jen, that'll be yours. So Nina, up to you.
Okay, so we got Dream Talk. An interesting card. Your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbol, messages, and more. So I don't know if you're aware of it, but you know, they are trying to communicate to you through your dreams in your dream time. So it's important, first thing when you wake up, to reflect on what you just dreamt about, and also to have a dream journal right by your bed, because they tend to fade within like few seconds after you get up. So that would be my suggestion for you, Deborah. Okay, because they are trying to communicate through your dream time. Okay, so
That's pretty far out.
Yeah,
I dig that. If I was to have a card like that, I'm like,
Mhm.
bring it on, man. I mean, let's have a rap session.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nina. Miss Amber, you have Bernadette.
Who's my next
All
one,
right.
Wayne?
Your next one will be Pamela Vogel.
Sorry, I didn't pre-pull. Okay. So the first card we have is Triumph of Lies, which basically means that you have been putting on a face. You've been putting on a nice suit. You have your crown, but you're dead. So it means that you've hidden your true self from the world. And I mean, start shedding that, because that's not going to do anybody any good. You might have to for work and stuff like that, but being authentic to yourself is really the only way to get through this, because when you're not authentic to yourself, your higher self is always going to nag at you, and you're going to have obstacles in your way, and you may not realize why. And it's because you're not tapping into that true self of yours. You're trying, it's not like you want to hide yourself, it's that you feel like you have to hide yourself. And so release that. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, so go for it. Be that brave knight, be the warrior, you know. And then the Hangman. So, oh, that's reversed. It's not reversed, but that's the Hangman there. So just be open to the possibility of expressing who you are, and not caring so much about being judged for that. Eventually people will start to, because it's like when you start to show who you really are, and everybody's used to this mask person, they're not going to understand what's going on at first, and they might push back. That happened with me when I started to transmute and become who I am. People weren't used to that, because I used to be aggressive. I used to be an a-hole, you know. I mean, not all the time, but I was very, like, I'm Scorpio rising and moon. Like my stinger came out a lot. And so when I started to focus on the feminine part of myself and started to release all of that built up stuff, people were like, who is this person? So it might be a little strange at first, even for yourself, because you may not, you know, you may not be used to that energy, but just keep going with it and keep tapping into your higher self and expressing that, because that's what the world needs. We don't need any more facades. Even if it feels uncomfortable, just keep doing it. It's worth it. Okay.
Impactful. Wow. Amber, the first card you pulled, what deck is that? That's an interesting deck. The one
This is called the Dark Mirror deck. So they're all subconscious, like shadow cards.
Wow.
They're really cool.
Yeah. A lot of intense energy with them.
Mhm.
Well, Bernadette, That was heavy. Let us know. I mean, that was, folks, I mean, I'm reading the chat here, and we have one person who's watching who is keeping an open mind, and the open mind is the best way to be. You have a closed mind, you're a dead mind. Oh, that rhymed. But
Yeah,
anyway,
and because when you have a closed mind, you don't let anything in, and then
Yeah.
you're not gonna. Where are you gonna go? Nowhere. There's nowhere to go.
yeah,
So-
yeah, well, alchemist, that's your opinion, but we always remember here that everyone has a right and everyone has a belief. So thank you, Steve, Miss Posy Blue, and then Jennifer, you're gonna have Martin and Heidi, and then Nina, Pamela, Vogel.
All right. Posy Blue is me.
Yes, sir.
All right, Posy. So you've got the King of Arrows, the King Fisher. So you are in that hot pursuit of an idea. And I find that the Kingfisher really good with today, because of course the salmon is the spirit. So this is very much in the hunt. The salmon spirit, it wants to be fished in this particular case, and the key to your success is to really shine. To really project yourself out there, be excited and have fun about it, and you're going to achieve your pursuits.
Posy, let us know, hon. I just got a sense that it connected. I don't know. Way to go, Amber. Love it. All right, Miss Jennifer. I have Martin and Heidi.
Yeah, Amber. I was just about. Okay. So
I didn't hear you. Is
keeps
it
freezing
me
up
that's
my
glitching?
internet? I'm sorry. Is
Oh,
it being
okay.
okay your end? Oh, I just said
It
here.
is now.
No, I just said here, Amber, but I think it's me that's glitching. I can sort of hear you, but you're all frozen beautifully in time. Is it me?
Yes, it is.
You're better now, though. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it
All
was.
right then. Okay then. So I saw in the chat. I saw in the chat that Heidi had said that this was for Martin, or Martin said that this was for Martin. So it's the Queen of Cups that came up, and on the bottom of the deck is the Moon card. And it just feels like there's something hidden here in your emotional field, that that there's something hidden in somebody else's emotions that you are trying to figure out. And I would say that you were right about that. And it's a bit of a sneaky energy. It's a bit of a sneaky, it's a real sneaky energy, in that it can come across as real love bombing, and nicer than nice, but actually a little bit of a trickster energy. And there's just something within your waters, like, when people say I can feel it in my bones, but you feel more in your waters, really. In that, you know when you need to release water, and you're right about this energy. You need to just release it. It's a byproduct now. And so where you've been sort of questioning yourself and maybe looking down on yourself a little bit as to having this instinct, this intuition regarding this energy, that your waters have just been, bubbling a little bit, I would say that you were spot on, and to just release it. We know how we release water from the body. This is what I would do with this energy. I would release that real quick, no question.
Jennifer and you were talking, it's almost like, when you have to go to the bathroom, and you just been holding and holding, you really got to go.
Yeah.
Really got to go. You just let it go, man. Release it.
Let it go. And then that relief. Oh my goodness.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Just for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're real here, folks. That's all. Thank you, hon. Miss Nina.
Bodily functions.
Exactly. Pamela Vogel.
All right, Pamela. You got soul power. Always remember, your soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is pure essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. So that is actually a really good reminder for all of us, really, that we are, here for a physical experience. Okay, we're a spirit that comes for a physical experience. Okay, not the other way around. And if you feel, really bogged down, it almost seems like this fellow is a little bogged down about it. And who isn't at this time right now, right? So it's a good reminder, okay, that there's so much more to all of this, okay, to remember where you come from and who you are.
Spot on. Nina, that was profound. I love that card, that the fact that we are here as spirit beings to enjoy the physical experience.
Mm-hmm.
And in so many dogmas, that's so put down.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, what are you here for? Spot
Exactly.
on. Yeah.
Like I always say, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Beautiful.
I'll
Love
have a good
that.
time while I'm here.
I'm buying the
Yes.
first round. That's all I got to say, everyone. I'm buying the first round. So,
Yeah.
I miss doing that. Remember back in the day when you could actually go and meet with clients or friends, and, it was always fun to buy the first round,
Yeah, remember human contact?
Taking
That was
rounds.
something, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Physical
Those
contact.
were the days.
Those were the days, I know.
All right. Well, when we do get together, and we will, the first round's on me. So there we
Right
go.
on. I'll hold you
Okay.
to it,
Awesome.
Wayne.
All right. All right. I have a feeling that it's going to be a great time. All right.
I'll
So
be up on a pole.
we'll get you over here.
Sorry.
Jennifer,
Oh.
you just look like a girl that knows how to party. That's all I've got to say.
I certainly do.
I knew that. I just knew
I'll
that.
be dancing on that pole up on the ceiling.
You kind of remind me a little bit of Cyndi Lauper and the Girls Want to Have Fun.
Oh yeah, I'll not sing it
got
for
that
you, but
vibe.
I'll dance to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this group. All right, Amber, you have Bonnie. Steve, you will have John Price. And then you will have Lynn Keller, I believe. And I think that's last one. You will be with Nina, will be Wendy. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, Bonnie, before I get started on your reading, I do want to make a comment to, I'm sure you guys have read in the comments, and I do want to respond to that about saying like, you're not really doing it right if you don't do it this way. That reminds me of the last reading here, okay? If we continue to put all these rules and restrictions on our gifts, we're never gonna reach our maximum potential. There's many different roads to the same destination. So this was one of the reasons why I didn't start making videos and start doing card readings years ago, because I am a perfectionist. And I was always like, you don't know enough, you don't know enough, you don't know enough. But then every time you turn around, there's something else to learn. So sometimes you just have to go with it and like learn as you go. And also, these are cards. We don't need these cards. We just need our intuition and our heart. So, try not to hold yourself back by all these rules. That's not going to get you anywhere. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't freaking start for so many years. What kind of service was I doing by keeping myself stuck in my room? You know what I mean? So I just wanted to respond to that because it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
I think it's
Okay,
spot
so-
on. It's spot on.
Right
Yeah.
on, Amber.
Yeah, I agree.
I held
Yeah,
back for 2 years
100%.
coming out. 2 years I held back coming out onto YouTube and stuff like that, even though I've been reading tarot for years and years before that in smaller circles. I held back for 2 whole years thinking I can't talk well enough, or I don't convey myself well enough. I can't, 2 years. So right on what you just said. So
And there's so much to learn, like astrology, tarot, cartomancy, mediumship, all of that. Like there are so many different
ways. And the Hebrews did not know it all.
No,
actually, they learned from the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. I mean, and if you want to get real technical, actually, the Hebrews didn't know crap. What they got is what they got from their neighbors to the east, which were the Sumerians, which existed before the Hebrews were even on this planet for 1,500 years. So that's my opinion, baby. So there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, the thing is, if we're going to wait for the right time,
talking.
If we're going to wait for the right time for everything, we'll never get anything done. It's never the right time, right? Because our ego gets in the mind. They're always putting doubts in there. Oh, you can't do that, whatever. We just got to do it. And then just go from there. Just start somewhere, right? So, yeah, 100%.
Because spirit talks to us no matter what. So,
That's right.
So yeah, I had to. If I don't speak up, sometimes it stays inside of me, and then I become a jerk, and it's not a good thing. It throws me off.
We don't want that.
No,
we don't want that. No.
So hopefully that didn't lower the vibe in the chat or anything. I just wanted to get. It's like the powerful. Like I want you guys to have confidence and go out there and just do it, just like Nina just said, you'll never do anything if you keep, keeping yourself back. You got to start somewhere. So, okay. So I have Bernadette.
Yes, you do. No, you have, excuse me. It's Bonnie.
Bonnie. I think I just read for Bernadette.
You did just read for Bernadette. Yeah. So this is Bonnie.
Can I just ask quickly, who have I got?
Let's see. You will have Lynn Ketter. Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords. And Sarah just said the iodine is helping me. She can tell. Yes, I just started taking iodine 6 days ago and my throat's like not as swollen. So iodine, you guys take iodine. So we have Knight of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and 3 of Pentacles. These are great cards for manifesting something and building. It looks like you have your focus, you're laser focused on something. The Knight of Swords is the one that's like, I have a job to do and I'm going to go in full force. I don't necessarily have a way that I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So I'm focused. 6 of Pentacles and with the 3 of Pentacles together is groups. So making something happen within a group. You might be a boss. You might be a leader of something, a manager or something. So it looks like, you have a lot of strength behind you, the Pentacles. You're able to see the whole picture. And if you don't have help doing things, then ask for help because you're going to be able to build something incredibly powerful. Oh, and then you have the High Priest. So maybe it's males in your life that help you build. Intent and create. So you have the intent with the Knight of Swords. You have something that you're focusing on and you're creating it. So again, like I really like some of these readings are really cool. So good job on that. And if that resonates with you, let me know. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. That's powerful. I don't know what's going in the chat room, but the moderators handle it. Yeah. Steve, you have John Price. And then, of course, Jennifer, you'll have Lynn. And then Nina, you will have Wendy. And Amber, your next one will be Barry Chad.
So, John, you've got the Knight of Bows reversed, or the Fox. So you're kind of in a state where you don't quite have your desires worked out. and so you're lost in your pursuit. The rune that popped up for you is Yera. Yera. So Yera is cooperation over time, but also it can be absolutely related to that pursuit because of its kinship to relationships, because it operates on the Kanaj runes, and it's two of those runes which stands for knowledge, ability, and authority. And so what you're doing is that you and your enlightenment is in that pursuit, and you're in pursuit of that mirror to what is your desire over here. So I would put a break on your desires for a second to step back and to assess your patience in the matter. To assess your patience in the matter, and to become reakin to where your desire fits in to everything that you are doing right now.
Let us know, John. I get so lost sometimes in listening to y'all talk. It's just, it's like you almost want to assume that, the person you're hearing, well, it's all what you interpreted. All right. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it, buddy. Jennifer, you have Lynn Ketter, I believe, and then Nina, Wendy,
Yeah.
and then Amber, Barry, Chad.
So Lynn, you've got the five of wands. So you've been through the mill with either recognizing conflict, observing conflict, or being right in the middle of conflict. So you can see like there's these trees here all clambering to fall on each other, and everybody's wanting to die on certain hills. These aren't even serious conflicts. It's just people again externalizing themselves or their problems because they would rather fight on the outside with others than deal with the battles that they should be fighting within, to get themselves in balance. And so whether you've been part of that or whether you've been involved in that or just been having to observe that, particularly within family, there's been some kind of, it's as if you are enlightened amongst, it's as if you're enlightened amongst very following people that want to follow a leader. And so within your circle, it feels like one started externalizing, and then one after the other, everybody else started, and you're just witnessing this and having to observe this. There's nothing you can do here, and the enlightenment and wisdom is to know that there's nothing can be done here. There's no kind of magic that you can do. There's no soothing words that you can do to bring people out of this coil that they're in, ready to spring up at anybody that dares walk past them. You have to, as much as you can, remove yourself from this, rise above this. You have the capability to do this. Now, stop worrying about others. It feels like you are tying yourself up and not worrying about others, worrying about what's going to happen to them if they don't wake up soon, what's going to happen to them if they continue following this one or that one. And that's so difficult, but there's some kind of clarity coming in for you, certainly this within the week, that you just get this lifting energy, this lifting feeling, this enlightenment to know that it's not actually your job. It's not your role. It's your role to recognize what's going on and pay no part of it, be no part of it. But it is difficult. It's very difficult.
You see, this is not all unicorns, and it's serious. I like this. It gets to the heart of what people are dealing with.
2020.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's how you get
Yeah.
focus. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Nina, you have Wendy, and then just to let everyone know, Amber, you'll have Barry, Chad, and I'll just read you on the list that I think I will get finished here. I have Sarah Horton, I have Delta Hookset, I have Robin, Peter, Dear Diary, Emperor Rex, Deborah Turex, Darth, Robert V, Coyote, Prophet. You're in my memory, and I think that will probably get us there. So anyway, all right. So Nina, you have Wendy.
All right, Wendy. So we got receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now is the time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, there are giving and receiving is the natural law of order of the universe. So I don't know if that resonates for you, Wendy. Do you have a hard time receiving?
Seems to be a theme here.
This might be something to look into.
Yeah, it seems to be a theme. Folks, the only way you're ever going to prosper is that you have to remember you sometimes are the node for a person who's seeking prosperity. And if you don't receive their gifting, you've just denied them their prosperity. And you don't want that on your karma record. You don't. All right. Thanks, Nina. Amber, you have Barry Chad.
What's up, Barry Chad? All right, my friend. So we got a little heavy reading here. So let's see how it resonates with you. Excuse me. We got the temple of my body, obsession, and gilded regret. So it looks like there's something that's going on within, let me just read this real quick. The temple of my body. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. I don't even know what that means. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt, as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, being shamed by it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply, when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthily. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take showers, raise our chin, and feel proud. It is our body, ours. And obsession and gilded regret. Something to, like, I keep thinking this, and forgive me if I'm opening up too much, but I'm feeling like sex addiction. That's what I'm feeling. And you may have been obsessed with it in the past, or still are, and you may have hurt people in the process, so you're feeling regret because of it. It could also be the way you're treating yourself, the way you're eating and stuff. Maybe you're gaining a little weight, or you're not gaining enough weight, or maybe you're losing muscle. And so you're obsessing with the lack of it. And so you're just regretting, like, I should have done this, I should have done that. So it's either way. It could be the sex thing, or it could just be an actual physical thing that's going on. So just, take it by the reins, figure out what's going on. What are you obsessing about? I always tell people to eat better, have a smoothie every day, just because you need those minerals and those vitamins to help to feed your body, so that you're actually more balanced and you can actually have discernment better. But that's about it for that. I'm actually really curious, and sorry if I overstepped by saying that, because that's just kind of what kept popping into my head. So I don't know if I'm right or not, but that's it.
We simply present it the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. It's a lot to that. I mean, and folks, if you're not drinking something first thing in the morning, I drink a combination of vegetable juice. It's the first thing I put in my body when I wake up. And my body just gives me, that thanks, bud.
Yeah.
But it's true.
It takes anxiety away. It helps to balance everything out.
And I think we all are adults here. I mean, we all wear a mask, as the great poet once said. That there are things that every one of us struggle with, and it's real. This is part of being what life is. So, thank you, Amber, for being bold and honest enough. That's what I like.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're far out, lady. All right. Okay. Steve, you have Sarah Horton, and Jennifer, you have Delta Hookset, and then Nina, you will have Robin Robinson.
Ah, there we go. Who do I have again?
Sarah Horton.
Sarah Horton. Did she hear a who?
I think she did.
Sorry, Horton. I have to.
You got to do that. I love
I
it.
loved that movie. That was the cutest movie.
Yeah, I remember the book very well.
No green A-Thams.
This is the Two of Vessels, which is happiness. It's reversed. So Two of Vessels reversed. So obviously, it's a sense of sadness. So there's there's an emotional disconnect in a very real sense. The Awaj rune reversed actually came up for you. So that's actually having the disassociation, the empathic disconnection, if you will. You're not able to connect with the person on a deeper level, and ultimately, it's because it is, of course, tied directly in with the fact that you're having trouble being happy. Is that you kind of have to bring yourself to a place of being happy and excited and fun to be around the person that you're connecting with. So you're sad because you don't have the connection, but you don't have the connection because you are sad. So you got to take so you have to take yourself out of that state of mind first, and then the connection that you're looking for is gonna actually open up and get you on that deeper level that you're looking for.
Thank you, brother. Sarah, hon, I hope that that helped. Sometimes the accuracy of these cards, because I sit back and I know some situations many times, and I'm just going, wow. All right. Wow. Jennifer, you have, I'll just say Delta. Let's just say Delta.
Delta. So Delta, you have the Chariot card. Somebody else had that tonight, I think. So there's certain things that I feel that in order for your Chariot to go forward, you either already have or you're going to let go of something that you're attached to emotionally, something that needs to be walked away from. It feels like this is a theme for a lot of people. It is part of what I'm seeing as the separation that everyone keeps talking about, that in our individual lives, there's certain frequencies that just aren't matching up, and there's certain changes that you've made spiritually in your spirit plane that has expanded you past being able to fit inside a certain someone's frequency or a certain group of people's frequency anymore. And it's okay to let go. It's okay to walk away. In fact, it's necessary if you want to continue this expansion and this movement forward, because it feels like the frequencies that you don't fit with anymore, that you don't align with anymore, match up anymore, they'll just sort of meet you underneath and meet you at the top and try and box you in again, because that's where they are comfortable. So there's something that is emotionally driven. Intuitively, you know that this needs to happen. If you've been feeling this intuition, then I would say, from what I can feel and I can see, to move away from that, and you'll feel a shift in your physical movement also, as in the reality that you live in right now. It will start to align more so too with what the frequency you've expanded to right now. So if you can do that, that would be great for you.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Y'all let us know. That's how we get the feedback. Nina, you have Robin Robinson, and then we're actually, I think, going to get most through of our list today, which is amazing. Amber, you're going to have Darth, and then Steve, Robert V. Jennifer, you'll have Coyote Prophet, and then Nina, Urine, My Memory.
Oh, by the way, real quick before we get started on the next round, I threw a link in the chat room. I just wanted to mention it because you were talking about the quote, Wayne, with the masks.
Yes.
I did a video that I really liked that I did covering a short film that came out in 2017, an animation called In Shadow, which I highly recommend everybody go watch. In Shadow. It's like an 11-minute, like kind of like a music video, if you will. And you have to really watch it. And then watch my video where I break it down. And it's this big thing about the unconscious society that people like us are navigating, as well as reconciling our own unconscious issues. Obviously, we can't be that separated from it. But it's just, I had to promote myself a little bit, but it's that In Shadow film itself is deeply evocative.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, folks, we figured it out. This mask thing is not just about a bug. We'll say it that way. AI won't understand what bug is. So it's a bug. Thank you, Steve. Nina, you have Robin Robinson.
All right, Robin. So we got hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you are at a low point. Whenever you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there's always hope. So never to give up on hope. Okay, know that spirit, your spirit guides, your loved ones, whatever, are there to help you, okay? To reach out if you feel the need, but never to give up on the hope. So I hope that resonates for you.
Deal. Let us know. Amber, you're up next. Do you have
With Darth?
with Darth? Well, I haven't seen Darth. Hope he's doing good.
I haven't seen him in here,
Yeah.
but we'll get you going here, Darth. Hopefully you hear this.
And
They
then
just don't-
Steve, go ahead, hon.
I was just saying they don't want to pop out for me.
That's a type. Where sometimes they just jump out.
Right.
Steve, you're going to have Robert V. Jen, you'll have Coyote Prophet, and then Nina, you'll have You're in My Memory.
Okay, Darth. So we have the High Priestess reverse. We have 6 of Wands and 10 of Wands reversed. So what I feel from this is that you're feeling like you can't create right now. Like you're feeling like something's stopping you from moving forward with that beautiful web. In order for you to get the 6 of Wands, which is a nice card when it comes to manifesting and creating things, it's good balance there. But it's like you're being prevented from getting this, and see there's a ribbon there and it's like success, right? But you're feeling halted right now. And it might be because you feel like just there's too much to have to learn, kind of like we were talking about earlier, is like, oh, there's so much to learn. I just don't think that, you know, I can create what I want to because I'm just not there yet. But you are there, and you can turn the 10. I mean, the 10 of Wands can be heavy anyways, because it's like having all of that to carry. But you can have the strength to carry all of that, as long as you have faith in yourself that you do have the knowledge and the abundance to do it. You know, I just think that sometimes we get so stuck within thinking that there's so much more to learn, just like we were talking about earlier, and it makes you feel a little bit defeated sometimes. So don't feel defeated. You do have this 6 of Wands. You do have the potential to get this, whatever reward you want, but just allow yourself to, you know, and take steps, and don't hold on to that mental baggage of, you know, everything's too hard. It's just too much, because it's not. You know, if you take baby steps and you just allow yourself to do it, you can do it, and you will do it. Just get out of your own way. Okay.
That's profound. Sometimes we're our biggest obstacles, us.
All the time. Yeah.
Well, hey, isn't it the truth? Steve, Mr. Robert V.
All right, Robert, you've got the Wanderer. This is the Fool card. So, yeah, you are, you know, you're looking at the situation. You're completely naive to it, but you know that you don't know. So, you're coming in from a place of optimism, of a certain kind of wisdom. And you're going to trust your deepest feelings on this. You've got the Lagouge rune here with you. Hang on a second, please. Yeah, so you've got the depths of your emotions in that respect through Lagouge. And that is going to help you think of it like, you know, you're doing the deep sea dive in the Marianas Trench, and you have no idea what you are navigating.
I sense for our friend that has a lot of meaning to that. We love you, Robert. Y'all, you know, he's on with the Milky Way Soul Tribe Saturday and Sunday. And I think, Amber, aren't you on that?
Yeah, sometimes I've been so busy that I haven't been going on, but
yeah, I'm just trying to keep everyone promoted here.
Yeah, he's still going on strong, so still go over there.
I'm going to be on there in the next couple of weeks, so I think it's going to be on a Saturday night, which is rare. All right, so Jennifer, Coyote Prophet, and then Nina, you will actually finish it up this time with You're in My Memory.
So, Coyote Prophet, you got the Chariot as well. So that's been a running major arcana for me. It's happening on you know, the collective energies affect people, yes, in different ways, but they do affect people, which is why it's important what you're doing, in that there's something for you shifted in the spiritual plane that is allowing you to let go and move on in the physical, which is good, because that then infuses through your electromagnetic being the process of being able to not be fixed in one place, either spiritually, emotionally, or physically. So you do help others just by doing you first. So I say that because the death card did pop out, and I know I'm keeping it one card. I've been really good, but this is real important in that it's a big transition for you, this death, or the energy around somebody actually physically dying, in that maybe you've been clinging on to this a bit and it's been holding you back. Something to do with that, or the just necessary death of a old spiritual not spiritual, religious belief system, something that was holding you anchored back, not letting you go forward in balance in this chariot with your natural yin and yang. So there's certain processes that have been happening over the last few weeks that have been a huge rollout for you to this point now that you're going to see the dividends of. And I want to say, if this is connected to a physical death and the process of grieving is something that you're clinging on to, it's natural and okay to let go. Like the leaves are depicted in the death card often, the tree knows to have the wisdom to nourish the ground with the leaves. And if this is your loved one, then your loved one has nourished these grounds with themselves and the presence that they had here. Don't limit that presence by holding yourself back. Take their presence forward with you without being held in that time that you seem to be held in.
Thank
Hope
you.
that helps you.
Yeah, let us know. Amber, you're going to actually end up, Regina Hutchinson has been waiting. So, Nina, you're in my memory, and then Amber will take it out with Miss Regina. She's been patiently waiting. So, yeah. Folks, we can only get through so many. There's 14 on the waiting list. So, we would be here till midnight for you. So, Nina, take it away, hon.
All right, so you're in, you got ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask at this point in time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in spirit world. So know that your ancestors are looking out for you and helping you, okay? You may want to reach out to them as well as, you guides and whatever, but they are there helping you. Okay, Euron?
I want to comment on that. And in fact, I'm going to do a whole show on it, is the fact that we all have ancestors on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the ability to help. It's just that we're never asking, and they can't intrude where they're not invited. So please fix an
Sorry.
Go ahead, hon.
We have the ability to help them too.
Yeah.
We have the ability to help the ancestors, our ancestors too, to reach into the things they didn't manage to do, or the things that have been passed down on DNA. We can release them from that too by what we do now. It's important.
Like the card says, we are their legacy. We're continuing their legacy, basically, right? So
yeah, it's that spiral.
And we are the legacy for those yet
the next gen
to come. Yeah. And the seasons. All right. Amber, can you take us out with Miss Regina Hutchinson, please?
Absolutely. And I just wanted to also add to that is that's why we cut cords, right? Like, we're still attached to certain energies and stuff through our DNA, through our memories, through the Akashic records. Like, we're still attached to people and spirits and guides and ancestors and all that stuff. And so cutting cords is part of that, so we can either help by connecting to them through meditation or through thought, and or we can cut cords and disattach from those habitual habits that are coming from somewhere else. So it's definitely, we can help our ancestors, and they can help us, and they can also hinder us, and so that's when we have to really tap in and figure out what, look at your family and see what the patterns are within all of that structure, so that you can navigate yourself out of those patterns and start a new chapter for future generations to come.
Let me tell you, in my family, there was a family curse that was in. I was the one who broke it, but it went back like 5-7 generations.
Yeah. And that's why like you feel so odd, like when you're the black sheep of the family, because we all have the black sheep of the family. And when you are the black sheep, it's because you're not conforming to the, you know, the habits and the things that keep reoccurring through generations. It's like, you know, you're the oddball, which is a good thing. So
Someone needs to be.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I have, who do I have?
We have Regina.
Regina. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Regina. So we have the Tower. We have the King of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Four of Swords reversed. So there may be a male figure in your life. Something's going on that's changing rather quickly. And it may be like a energy about yourself. It could be a really dominant energy that is starting to crumble because you're starting to tap into that feminine energy more, or it could be an actual male in your life. And there's going to be sudden change if it hasn't already happened. You might be in the process now, or it might be in the future. But there's definitely going to be sudden change that might make you a little bit unbalanced within all of that. It may be a bit challenging for you with the Seven of Wands. You may feel competition with this person. And Four of Swords is like mental unrest. Reverse, Four of Swords reverse, mental unrest. So it's like you're always trying to think one step ahead of the situation. And you have to allow the Tower to do what it does. I always like to point out that there is lightning coming from the sky. And this is mostly in most tower decks, the lightning's coming from the sky and it's destroying this tower. And the sky, the lightning is coming from higher source. So it's a must. You have to allow things to crumble and go away so that you can, you know, replenish into something new. And the Four of Swords reverse is just, you know, take a break from the challenges that are happening and just allow the process to happen so that you be like water, you know, so you can let it flow and you can grow new fruits and vegetables, you know. So whatever happens, you're going to be fine. It's because divine guidance is taking you there because it's time. It's time for something to end. Okay.
Let us know, Regina. And folks, I'll carry over the names to next week. And, you know, sometimes that's the way it is. Make sure you support these people. Their links are there. You've seen their talents. They do this out of the goodness of their hearts. They donate their time here. And let's show a little more. I know Tuesday was Giving in America Day. So give them something, folks. It helps. A panel. I have the deepest respect for you all. Much love to you. Please check them out. I know we've really gone way over, so thank you, panel. Thank you, everyone who stayed with us, and we'll see you next week, if not sooner. Panel, stay with me, all right?
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.